Welcome in, everybody! It's time for AEL University Elite Series here with some Rocket League, and we are going to be propelling ourselves ahead. It's Matsy and Formal, ready to jump into this one and ready to jump into our sponsors. A big shout out to AGON by AOC, the #1 gaming monitor brand in the world. AGON by AOC provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs.
Also, make sure to power up your game with the latest HyperX gear at Officeworks. When you need speed, control, and zero distractions, Officeworks has got the tech. Discover gaming gear made to handle serious play.
Yeah, handle it. We will. And make sure you check out Indomie, the noodle partner. Made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices, a plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. So big shout out to each and every one of our sponsors. You know them, you love them, and we certainly appreciate them, just like we appreciate our teams. And let's see how they've been shaping up so far.
I mean, we're really just going straight into it today, looking at the standings of Group A, where we will be starting our day off. The University of New South Wales Roar, QUT, sitting atop the ladder, two undefeated teams, kind of where we expected them to be. I think maybe a bigger surprise could be Deakin and Swinburne, each still looking for their first win. You would have thought they would have had it by now, but hey, we still are only about halfway through the competition.
Yeah, only halfway there, and could be on to another part of the affair here. It is going to be Group B, UTS on top, Quarry Onyx pretty close behind there with Latrobe and the Monash Ballers. Going to be all tied up in 5th place though with UNSW, Howe and Adelaide University. UN Team B are pretty close behind. UQ though just falling short there in 8th, but maybe this could be their week to take away a series of their own.
You would kind of hope to see it. Again, this was a top 4 team if you go back to last season. Granted, they got that top 4 through a pretty crazy gauntlet run with the playoff system as it was back then in order to get said top 4. But the expectations for this university would still be high considering that. So expectations for UQ not being met yet. Hope to see that turn around. However, again, our attention, at least to start off this evening, should be more on Group A.
Yeah, so they've got a lot to live up to in that sense, don't they, Max? And I'm eager to see how they step up to the pitch here. And we'll be looking to give it their absolute best, you know? Hit it with their best shot. Looking to fire away with many a goal into this one. But Max, how are you feeling about our first series of the evening? You know, we got UN Team A taking on UNSW Raw here. What's the premonition for this one?
I mean, look, the University of New South Wales Roar, they're the defending champs for a reason. And so far this year, they have been proving it, continuing that undefeated streak. Tadagane still looks like the MVP of this league, has been performing outstandingly well. But Zenulus has been a bit of a surprise in sort of the form that he has been able to keep. For UONA, on the other hand, they're coming off of a bit of, they've already had that tough loss. And now they're going up against who, in their opinion, should be the only team realistically to beat them in the Roar. Now, if they want to kind of reclaim that spot as the second best team in the group, they're going to have to pull off an upset against the best team in the group. Maybe we get a rock, paper, scissors situation. I don't know. UON, it's sort of a tough streak of games for them right now, and they kind of went right through the eye of the hurricane, and now they're back in the thick of it.
Yeah, straight back into the thick of it, and certainly going to be looking to live through, sustain through whatever is thrown their way. Certainly eager to get straight into it though, Max, as we jump into the kickoff right now. It's going to be all guns blazing right on the pitch here, and it's already going UON side.
Yeah, I mean, they had a decent kickoff, but at the end of the day, we'll see if they're going to be able to follow it up. Again, UON, they're coming off that loss against QUT, which was a bit of a toughie for them. The big players to look out for on this lineup, I look at Bud as a player who, has been getting better and better every season we've seen him in the Elite Series, and Eminence as the other name that I think can step up. It's going to have to step up realistically if we're going to see UON get that win, but as we're seeing right now, the speed and the confidence usually coming out of New South Wales, it's unmatched by any of the other teams in this competition, and that is the biggest hurdle UON is going to have to overcome. Just, again, how New South Wales, how they challenge literally everything.
Yeah, gonna challenge everything, even themselves here, as they will be pressed up and looking to pursue this one. Eminence, good to keep it upfield. Will be able to yield the additional pressure there, but not going to be able to transcend past them. But we'll be at the ready in case the opportunity does arise here. Eminence, eyes on the prize. Not going to be able to push it back over to Bud. Forced to retreat into this one, but I like the rotations on the UON side. They're maintaining course, keeping up pressure, and not really giving UNSW Raw the opportunities here.
And nothing to be found just yet. Tadagane looking across to Steve, who they'll keep it in the corner, or will they? Again, Tadagane from underneath. It's more of those unorthodox challenges I was talking about before. Every single touch, you will find a member of the University of New South Wales there. They never give anything away for free. And you would think that would make them an aggressive team, but in reality, they also have one of the deeper rotations out of a lot of the teams in this league. They're actually a very conservative team in that regard. They just one forward, two back, wait for opportunities, and then punish or force that opportunity with that one player who's forward. So we'll see how this one looks right now. Again, they are creeping a little bit further forward than normal. Maybe smelling blood in the water. New South Wales in the corners and underneath actually lets this one go. Tadagane is there. That would have been a good pass had someone else played it forward. Instead, yeah, New South Wales maybe a little bit too reserved so far in game number one.
Yeah, a bit too passive. I think that, you know,
There it is.
they're just feeling them out. Yeah. So, looks like they heard you, Max. You know, it's that spiritual connection that you have to the community there. They know when you're talking about them, and they're ready to activate at a moment's notice.
We also just appreciate how insane that setup was from Tadagane as well. The way they're able to dribble it through the corner around two defenders and still find that perfect pass. Like, it's the plays like that. Yes, Zen got the goal, but it's the setups, the plays, the mechanics that have been consistently on display out at Tadagane. Why they're looking like, you know, the MVP, although Steve still got some magic in him as well. Finds a nice shot to make this a 2-0 game.
I like to see this one, and excited for more to come out of this competition here as we will jump into the kickoff right now. It's time to get serious. Trying to get down to business. Well, speaking of seriousness, it's all serious with a big explosion. It's like we're in an action movie right now, and Bud. Woohoo!
Oh no, no, Bud. It was too free, and I think panicked a bit. Looked like they accidentally flipped and it just threw them off balance and they weren't able to get the shot on the open net against the Howl. You're rarely going to find open nets like that, and yeah, if you can't capitalize against the best team in those few situations, I worry about your chances overall in the series. That was a pretty critical mistake early in this series. We'll see if Howl can bounce back, but for now, momentum back on the New South Wales side.
Yeah, so far so good, but maybe not for long, because UNSW Raw will be able to power ahead for a third now, just hurting their way forward and making it feel painful more and more for UON here. Just as soon as you think they're about to bounce back, they get it swept away. Will they be able to keep it in play into the kickoff now, though? The test is online.
What's interesting about that last goal, watching it back, is I'm pretty sure Tadagane was initially positioned as well, expecting Eminence to bash it through that corner, and had to readjust in order to find that shot. It's those little, you know, how quick they're able to make those little alterations to their rotations and their approach that makes New South Wales dangerous at times as well. Bud has a chance to set up with the double touch and double commit now as 5 cars fly past the ball. Another one flies past the ball. Everyone has had a swing on this one. Finally, Zed is able to push it to the safety of the corner.
Yeah, luckily we'll be able to get it away for now, but maybe not for long. Azura trying to stop it in his tracks there. Does hit the mark. Luckily getting there right place, right time, so they can't prime off and activate off this one. Tala going to play off Steve, though. Could do it, but no. Has to sheath their sword for the next moment.
Beating it momentarily at least. Still pressure coming from the New South Wales side. I was expecting, again, okay, you know what? I was about to say I was expecting a little bit more from UON, but it was really that one missed touch from Bud, and oh. Not a blue trail. Please tell me that was not a blue trail, Matt. I don't want to see a blue trail off this one. Please no, please no.
Oh, like this.
Oh no.
Oh, lordy. You don't want to be seeing those gifted contributions.
You know what? Game was done anyways. It's a haha funny moment. It's easy to brush that one aside. And look, oh, another swing and a miss from Bud. UON does not seem on their game right now. I was going to try to defend them right before the own goal. I've given up on that. They don't seem on their game tonight, and that's a little bit unfortunate as, oh, Eminence is just ramming Azura out of the way. Yeah, this is... All right, it's time to regroup, refocus on the UON side. Game one, it's come, it's gone. It was a disaster, but that's okay. New South Wales take the lead.
Yeah, speed ahead of this one. I'm going to be happy with the outcome there, and certainly are going to be keen to push more forward for themselves. You know, I liked how they managed to take it slow and steady early on in the piece there. They were kind of feeling out the energy that UON was trying to bring to the series. And then they managed to dismantle them with a very speedy approach, just mostly towards that halfway point there.
Yeah, I mean, again, New South Wales, they really didn't need to do much to win this game. Like, yeah, you had that really nice redirect from Steve. I would say that was probably, you know, the biggest highlight play, maybe the setup from Tadagane around the corner as well for their seconds and third goals respectively. But a lot of that was playing off of UON mistakes or just, you know, getting a little bit fortunate, being that little bit faster off a challenge to maintain offensive pressure. The big storyline to take away from that one was, you know, only 2 shots coming for UON. And when the opportunity was there for them to score the goal, they panicked and missed it. And you cannot afford to panic against this New South Wales team. They will punish you each and every time. You need to be on your A game, especially if they're playing a much more conservative style. They looked like they were playing not to make mistakes, and then UON made the mistake. So we'll see how game 2 looks. We'll see if either team gets a bit more aggressive, but already, Bud, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Can't believe it. Just incredibly quick goal coming through there. 10 seconds in a dream. And looking to make more come true from here, Max, as we jump in to the course of action and look to get some more traction here. And it's going to be bypassed, though, waiting for Bud to try and flood ahead of it. We'll gain control for now. They've committed a lot of boosts in order to get that. And I mean, it's already swung straight back to UNSW.
I love the 1-2-1 pass. Unfortunately, Tadagane did put that one a little bit too far in front of Zen, so not able to turn that into a goal, at least not right away. But let's see how this one looks at the moment. Zen again has Steve midfield, nearly just dropped that in. And even those touches like that with 3 defenders back should not be that close to the goal. This is so unusual to me because UON, this lineup, they should be one of the premier teams. They should be one of the contenders, but they haven't looked like it for the first 6 minutes of play. Obviously, you know, still time to turn this around. And if they get a goal, that could open up the floodgates. That could let this team back in it. But something is just not right on this blue side. There you go, Azura. That's a nice touch. Bud's waiting for the boost, so it won't be on this play. Instead, well, actually, it's going to be Tadagane getting demoed. Zen doesn't get it past Azura. All right, little victories, but no one was there on the follow-up, so Steve has a free backboard. Tadagane, had they been any closer, that would have been a goal.
So close yet so far. I might be able to get closer to a 1 in a second, though. But good pass back to Eminence there. But it does get carried away. So Tata, good to play off Steve there. Still ready upfield. Not much boost to play off, though. Be a problem, but doesn't even matter. Zen's now going to drive this one home with Steve there. It's up and over. And a lockdown. Nicely done.
Yeah, Tadagane gets the unchallenged touch after the setup from Steve. Bud just stuck in no man's land. Not enough boost to really go up and combat against it. Technically came off Eminence, but I think that was still going in regardless. Either way, yeah, too often in this series, Bud has been kind of left alone as the third man on defense and just put in unwinnable situations, it feels like. This has been a very unusual performance. Bud, this feels like the Bud from 3 years ago, as everybody's missing the ball, as opposed to the Bud that we've seen, you know, even earlier this season. The dude has carry potential, just not showing it so far yet today.
Yeah, maybe, you know, still need to add some kindling to the fire there before they can really light up the feed on this one. So, just going to have to hold back, remain patient for what may be in store here. Speaking of Bud, though, will be able to carry it forward for their team, trying to swing back around it, but the control is still good for UNSW here.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well. I like that pass. Tadagane didn't take the shot. Now it's actually just trying to dribble it away from the defense. Fair enough. Zen's going to get another free touch midfield. Puts the shot on, and no, that's the way that goes in. How did it get behind Bud again?
Just insane. Love to see the way that they pushed it past them there, sets themselves up for success, and they managed to get the job done. So really well done, well played. And we're already heading towards similar territory to what we saw from Game 1 here, Max. I'm getting a bit worried for UON. Oh my goodness.
That was sick. That was actually sick. A strike from Tadagane, crossbar down and in. Oh, you don't get the proper speed because unfortunately he hit the crossbar right there, but that was stricken so well from Tadagane. Post down, 4-0 lead. New South Wales, it's just such a commanding position at this stage.
Yeah, they maintain course over this one and may be able to gather more. Close one from Eminence and or Azora there, but not close enough. Will be cleanly cleared out by the rest of the UNSW Raw squadron there. Eminence is trying to go for a setup, but I mean, UNSW have just been so present on their defense.
They have been very much in control, as we see Steve again. It's another goal. Another position where, unfortunately, the defense just left a little bit out of sorts. I mean, they were sending everybody forward, trying to do what they can, but I always worry it's a little bit too early to go for those kind of desperation moves, but then it's 4-0, now 5-0. It feels like UN is just trying anything and hoping something will stick, but New South Wales just too disciplined for them.
Yeah, too calm and calculated here. You know, they're able to adapt around whatever you throw at them. Speaking of, Eminence trying to throw something together with their team there, but it's UNSW again gaining that control.
At it, and I don't see them letting it go. Not at this moment. Off the roof. All gets dropped down. Oh, what a redirect from Tadagane! It's indefensible. I mean, that was, again, another clip, another great goal off the backboard. That's insane.
My goodness. Just, you couldn't have put it any better there, Max. Absolute insanity. Coming through from them and theirs, yeah, but we step up to high gear, and Eminence now looking to shut it down. Good demos over the top, and they're on the board, Max, with a minute and a second to go. UN are here. I
mean, it was the demo from Azora that opened it up, and all three members getting involved to finally get that point for UON, and that's going to feel pretty good considering how the first 9 minutes have gone. Maybe it will open things up for a few more points from them if they just ignore the scoreboard and focus on the victory that they had. It could be something to build off into Game 3, and hopefully we'll start to see the UON that we've seen in the past, but for right now, what we are seeing is the UON we've seen in the past, that dominant team. And they finally lead a little bit. They're finally scored against. Does it affect their mentality? I kind of doubt it for the time being, but who knows?
Yeah, only the players have the answer to that one. 34 seconds remaining here and counting. Good to keep the ball upfield. UON trying their best they can to just yield some kind of a further result. They get so close to it, but it goes far, far away. Azora, good for it again, but Tata just snatches it through.
Yeah, good save from Tadagane, and now all that speed nearly brought back. Eminence actually does get the interception, and that, you know, was one of the few proactive plays that have starting to work out for UON. So maybe things starting to shift a bit more in their favor. Game 2 will be done in dust. In Game 3, though, new chapter, as I'm sure you would like to say, a new opportunity maybe for UON to get back in this as, oh, they try to end it, and they do end it with an own goal. I believe that one intentional, though.
Yeah, they wanted you to see your favorite set of numbers there, Max.
Yeah. By any means necessary.
That's it.
I'll bid it in, too. That was a great shot.
Well done, well played from UNSW Raw. Once again, this means they've taken away games 1 and 2 so far, and all they need is one more into this best of 5 series here. So, very eager for what they're going to be able to bring into the fold on this one, whether UON might be able to strike back, considering they did find at least one crack in the armor there. You know, they managed to get a goal through onto that second game, so maybe this is just the slow burner. You know, they're heating up towards their full potential.
Yeah, they could be. I mean, it feels like UON... Normally it takes a team 1 or 2 games to get to that ceiling. It does feel like UON has come into this one very, very warm. I mean, the elevator was already going to the top, it looks like, and we kind of jumped on with them as opposed to the other way around. But hopefully UON has now arrived there. Reverse sweeps, we've seen them happen before. It is actually kind of surprisingly common in AEL for the reverse sweep to happen, so would love to see it here. That said, you got to stop Steve first. Bud gets the job done.
Is the job done, so not going to have any more 10-second goals. Going to have to wait a bit longer than that. I'm sure they'll be thankful. But UNSW Raw, just when you think it gets close to their goals, they don't care. They're just going to keep on pushing, and it will not stop. So, means UNSW Raw already will supply the opening goal 28 seconds through.
Straight through the middle of all 3 defenders. Steve had to hit that one full power and was able to get the sweet spot. Well done again off that pass. I actually feel like UON has been most successful on defense when they've been able to intercept the passes, when they've been able to kind of predict them and get in the way before the shot actually comes through. Unfortunately, in that last goal, all 3 were playing off the shot, not off the setup, and Steve is just confident enough to make it work in those types of positions.
Yeah, the confidence is going to be key there, you know, especially playing into positions such as that, or whatever else is going to be in store here towards the goal line. They will propel it forward once again, though. Going to be offside a little bit, but Taragane is ready. You know, they're still trying to play off this.
I mean, they are. They're, you know, just putting on that pressure right now. Kind of a lot more direct shots on net out of UON at the moment than what we've seen in the previous games. Steve, though, will look for the backboard, finds Azura instead. Zen, though, actually slows it down. I thought we'd see a centering touch, but Taragane no boost means Zen has to go solo. Can only continue to just kind of whittle down this defense. His ball was kind of stuck in a stalemate. Still, in a lot of ways, is in the middle of the field with a bit more pressure coming from the New South Wales side. They can do this. They have the 1-point lead. Finally, players able to get the boost, get some resources, and what can Zen do? Off the sidewall, to the ceiling. Bud's going to go up to try to defend, got a wheel on it. Follow-up is Evidence getting there first, and UON's defense holds at least momentarily. Steve usually hits that shot. Zen absolutely does.
Yeah, lock it down, lock it in, as Zen comes in swinging, locking down their second there, playing off the back of a pass off the board, and will be able to dunk it on through. So well done to UNSW there, getting their second goal on the board now and furthering their lead. Will they be able to do it again now, though? Because Bud already takes control over to their side of the pitch, but it's an immediate reaction from Taragane.
Trying to do something as Eminence will come up and around the corner. Oh, Zora passes it to Zen. Hit it backwards. That one's a little bit awkward, and that's the second time I've actually seen that this game. There was another touch before that Eminence actually made contact. It could have been an own goal. I'm not sure. I mean, UON's definitely playing loose. They're playing a lot more loose this third game. They're taking more risks, for better or for worse. I think it's helped their scoreboard because they've allowed less goals so far. I would like to see that convert into a bit more offensive pressure. Now it's their best chance, and they land on each other. Yeah,
that's not what you want. You know, not going to be caught in a situation like that. But Bud and Co are still not going to be letting up here. Good, slow and calculated defense coming out from Bud there. Just playing patiently around the boost into this one. We'll be looking to force the issue. All the same, Steve forces it back as Zen ready to play into this one and go a little further.
Oh, this is an opportunity, and here comes the attack. Zen off the roof over to Steve, backboard down, pinch. Eminence was there, gets in the way. That was almost another own goal. Very fortunate as well that, you know, at the end of the day for UON, no ball does go in. Instead, it will be them once more on the attack. Azura over to Bud, shots on, caught by Zen. Will they follow it up? They keep it away from the corner. And there's a little pinch back to midfield. Oh, this is a breakaway. Taragane will drive it through, 3-0 lead.
3-2, and they're having a whole lot of fun coming into this one. So very impressed with how they've been able to hold it together and keep themselves well composed into the pursuit ahead of them. But now, time for another kickoff, everybody. And Steve is looking to push into this one so quick, you can't even think about it. It's going to be a 4th goal.
Trying to figure out where Azura sitting on net, and yeah, just over commit. Pre-jumped a little very prematurely, and it was easily enough for the New South Wales side to get behind him. I mean, that screamed panic to me, unfortunately for Azura. And yeah, at this stage, 4-goal lead, minute 20 still to go. Feeling pretty confident that New South Wales is going to keep their undefeated streak alive.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to be holding on to that one quite firmly, Max. You know, there was little to no cracks in the armor being put on display into pretty much every game, I'd say. So, unfortunate for UON here. If they are able to bring something back, I'd be very impressed, considering their time is ticking. And see if they can get something from it.
It's still no quarter given by New South Wales. It looked like that could have been an open net, but Nazen was there in the corner the entire time waiting. And it goes back to a point made back in game number 1. New South Wales won't give anything away for free. 40 seconds left, 4-0 lead. You think, okay, well, they have this game won. Maybe they'll be a bit, more loose with it. I doubt it. I still think they're going to challenge. I still think they're going to make even scoring that 1 goal that much harder for UON. I mean, you can see all 3 Orange members up. Actually, this is an opportunity for Bud. They have the reset. Eminence, though, won't be able to get there in time.
Yeah, not this time, but maybe in a second here. 14 seconds to go. Big shot. Tata does defend it. 10. It's all over and out in a second here, Max. Somebody has to land a last strike, though, surely.
Well, last strike could be the ground. Because as soon as the ball touches it, this game is done. New South Wales Roar continue their undefeated streak, getting the win over UONA.
Well done, well played, and they stay composed all the same. Maintaining course over a very solid run there, and looking to have more where that came from, Max. So, yeah, really a solid start to the day for them. You're going to see what else they can achieve going forward.
You know what their goal is, and their goal is to be back-to-back champs once again, realistically. So, yeah, New South Wales, still the team to beat. That hasn't changed after this series. They are still looking like the premier team in the Elite Series.
Yeah, and it just goes to show, their veterancy, their, I guess, muscle memory towards all the different kinds of plays there is just being put on full display time and time again. They're able to pry them up, play into whatever angle they kind of want, and they're just so well synergized that it kind of just works.
Yeah, it was a good one. So, anyways, that's going to be a tough. It's going to be a tough one performance to, I think, follow up right now. If you want to look like that best team to follow up New South Wales, good luck.
Yeah, the bar's pretty high, and it's only going to get higher as we keep playing into it. But for now, everybody, we are going to be getting our second series set up. So we're going to head to a short break. While we do that, don't go anywhere. We'll be back very soon. Who's ready for some Rocket League? We are here in the AEL University Elite Series, and we are going to be getting down to business with another series on our hands, everybody. We have got an absolute thriller. It's Swinburne taking on RMIT.
Yeah, this will be a interesting series, to say the least. Two teams trying to prove themselves still, I believe, in the series. And these are the types of matchups that will give you the best chance to do it. Of course, this Swinburne team, I feel like every time I see them play, that they're actually pretty fun to watch. Jonk and Moldy Shoe, very loose players. Jonk in particular likes to send it, so that always gets me pretty excited. On the RMIT side, still kind of learning about this squad. I mean, the school is fairly prestigious when it comes to AEL events, so I want to see them do well, and I think this could be another feather in their cap if they're able to get a win.
Yeah, going to be happy with that, I suppose, if they're able to take away another one, but obviously just have to take it slow, take it easy, and see if they can cruise their way in.
No, don't take it slow, don't take it easy. What is this?
Hard and fast?
Yeah, we want to see them go for it. I don't want to see slow and easy, man. This is Rocket League. That
I want to see
intro.
20-minute OT, Mac.
Oh my gosh! I thought man. You brought in the hype with that intro, welcoming us back. Who wants to see all rah rah rah? And then but go slow and easy. What? Come on, come on.
Well, you know what? We've got to build up towards the good times, just like we're going to build up right now into this kickoff match. Yes. Let's go!
Yeah, that's the energy I want to see for this one. Let's get into it. Gonna be a fun one. Double commits already on the defense. Probably want to see a little less of that, but they're not gonna get punished, at least not straight away. Maka tries to take it around the corner, runs it straight into Moldy Shoe. Look, when it comes to the RMIT side, Lux is a name I remember doing well in the past. Same with Maka, so they're kind of the two I'm keeping my eyes on, and you know what that means. When I'm watching two of the three players, it's gonna be Nosk who winds up popping off in the end.
Yeah, if you're watching, then somebody's gonna be popping off sooner or later. We'll see if it's going to be who you predicted there or someone else entirely. Ibby are going to be eyes focused forward now, though. Good play off John. Yeah, trying to bonk it in. Not going to be able to lock it out.
I'm a little bit surprised that Ibby didn't take the shot. That looked like a conscious decision to go to the corner, but that kind of pass, that kind of momentum, you challenge that defense. You try to force it through. As Jonk, again, sends it. A little bit of a swing and a miss, but I mean, it does feel like with the way how these two defenses are playing, though, one missed opportunity shouldn't really break a team. I think there's going to be several in this one.
Yeah, going to be more where that came from, isn't it? Oh, no! It's blocked out, Max. It isn't going to open the floodgates yet, but, you know, we're getting closer.
I mean, with swing and a miss from Lux like that, we are getting close. Shout out to Nosville on that save. That was super timely. Looked all but certain Ibby was going to be able to get the double touch. You like seeing that kind of defense out of RMIT. You like seeing them hold the line. Let's see what they can do now on the attack. Lux with no boost, still centers it. Great pass. No one there to collect, though. Where is the rest of the team? They're still back in the midfield. Now they start to push forward, but you can see it's on very limited resources. The boost just not there for RMIT to sustain anything.
Yeah, unfortunately not able to activate off that one, but might get their chance in a second. The Yonk not going to be able to push it through this time. Wants to retreat, does have the big boost, and they can prepare for whatever will await them. Nothing too soon, but there we go, now their chance.
And we'll go backboard. Where are we going to go with this one? Has two players in midfield. Ibby gets up there first and almost touches that down and in. Moldy Shoe should follow it up. Could have put that anywhere in the net, but unfortunately throws it right at the defender.
Yeah, throws it right at him, saying, hey, catch, hot potato, but not this time. We'll be back in action. Moldy Shoe. Relegate it to the corner here. Maybe pass off. No, it's going to be pushed all the way back. Luckily, Lux was able to slow it.
You know, I did call out before, we're probably going to be seeing a lot of scoring opportunities in this game, and admittedly, there have been a lot of scoring opportunities for Swinburne. However, I'm a little bit surprised that they weren't able to convert on that last one. Now I'm starting to get a little bit worried, especially when Nosk hits a shot like that, even has the big T Hatsuki Miku goal explosion. Love to see it, but Nosk just outpacing Moldy Shoe drops it in.
Yeah, drops it in. Well done, well played there, and that is going to be the first on the board. Will they be able to follow it up, though? All will be revealed in its time. Back up. Holding back here. Still continuing. Nosk going somewhere, but it's Lux to try and push it over the top.
Good touch from Lux, close shot. I'm a little bit worried right now. What does that say about me when I see the Hatsuki Miku goal explosion? My first thought isn't Vocaloid J-pop, but Core Sauce and Wildcard and RLCS. As Moldy Shoe is going to get another goal right there, tying this one up 1-1.
Yeah, one apiece, and they will be good to go. And maybe we see some more, you know, Hatsune Miku goal explosions later in the piece there, Max. We'll see. We'll see what they go. How we'll do. We jump in and look to pull through with an absolute wild card of a goal. Can you believe that, Max? Break it down.
I mean, what's there to say? It was a 50 that went Ibby's way. And the 58K goal, fair enough, 2-1 lead. And after such a dominant 3 minutes of play from RMIT, it's Swinburne with the lead all of a sudden because of that challenge.
Just completely shatters their lead entirely. It's in tiny pieces. They might be able to glue them back together though if they're lucky, but for now they're going to have to try and play Recovery Avenue. Nosk ready, does stall it, Multi-Shoe, one and the same. Pushed out to the corner there. Ibby is at least able to keep it upfield here. No teammate to play off of, but at least they can keep that control.
Well, they're trying to at least. It does look like a lot of the confidence has shifted back to the blue side. Maka is going to go up for it, but yeah, shut down. Proactive defense from Ibby doing its job. Nosk still tries to get one towards target, but it's not going to go in. Ibby, it's going to get demoed, and Ibby has been the biggest thorn so far in the side of RMIT. I like the pass. It's the shot there. It's on target. Multi-Shoe finds it. Timely save with 40 seconds to go.
Yeah, well placed one onto that end, and might see another one around the corner. Maka trying their best to strike back though, not much boost, and it gets sent to the complete other side there. At least Nosk is able to keep it up though. Still plenty of boost to play off of. Going to be pushed past though. Maka would have blasted it towards the center, kind of. We can try and play off this. Demo's good to clear some space, but they still can't capitalize here.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, the pressure's still coming. 10 seconds to go. They might force one more chance. Lux can't get to the ball. Nos can, but has to burn their boost going backwards. That means no dribble. That means, well, they just let it drop. Fortunately, Maka is there, and Maka could be threatening here through the corner. If they got the bump, there could have been something. Instead, the defender finds the ball, and Swinburne takes game one.
There we have it, folks. Swinburne 2-1 to start the series off. Just when you thought RMIT would be the ones to take their game one here. No, Swinburne managed to fight back off very unique plays, to say the least. And curious if those will be coming up into game two as well.
Well, the big thing for me, though, that I walk away from is remember how that third goal was scored, right? It was that awkward challenge.
Yeah.
I would even go as far as to say that RMIT looked like the stronger team for a majority of that game. So, yeah, Swinburne may have won game one. I don't feel like this is going to be akin to our previous series where it's going to be the 3-0 unquestioned. I still think RMIT has a lot of fight left in them. I've already seen some great touches out of Nosk. I mean, that first goal was insane. Maka is proving to be that team player. A lot of fantastic passes out of him. So I'm not counting RMIT out just yet. Swinburne, though, they've got to be happy with that game one win.
Absolutely. A great confidence booster for them, and they can definitely look to carry that momentum into game two here as well. But I mean, RMIT, the pressure's on them to kind of claw it back onto this one. Lux, Eddie around the side of this. John Cornyn the same, tries to pop it down. Will be a contest for Moldy and Ibby there. Demo coming over as well, so they can't rotate through. Jump now, trying to clear.
I'm just trying to do anything. Actually gets bumped off the ball. That allows Nosk that touch. Dodges one defender. Moldy Shoe out of the net. Tries to keep it in the corner, but will follow up. There's nothing too crazy yet. Another big bump on Moldy Shoe allows Maka to get underneath it. Ibby up top. Nosk on defense. First touch okay. Where's the next touch? It's not coming from Ibby, so Lux will be able to collect Shoe on attack. Doesn't find the ball, and we go back to the blue side of the field.
Back on the blue side for now. Could be staying there, as a matter of fact. Maybe we'll become permanent residents of this side, as it is going to be a goal slid on through by RMIT. They strike first.
Yeah, there it comes. It was just Maka winning the 50 to find the pass. Lux burns it all to get to the shot first, and just like that, a 1-0 lead. So well done to the orange side. Well done to RMIT out in front for the second game in a row. This time, question is, will they be able to hold it?
That's going to be the proving point for them now. Will they be able to do exactly that? Or will be something else in store here? Moldy, fan around the sides, forcing their teammates to kind of push up, rotate through here. See if they can get something further on the table. Taking it slow and steady. They have to really account for a lot of big plays that are trying to be set up here.
Well, they're going to try something with Ibby off the roof. Immediately shut down by Nosk. I've been so... Nosk has been a fun player to watch so far. And I kind of said this off camera before coming in. RMIT is like becoming, you know, one of my more favorite team to watch. They always have like this chaotic energy to them where they'll go for, you know, erratic passes. They'll challenge, not always with success, but you know, we'll find ways to make it fun. And Nosk is kind of living up to that. Nearly gets that. Oh my gosh, Ibby, full bore, nearly own goaled it. Now it's trying to do something on defense, is able to tap it out. Both teams playing on a knife's edge, arguably unnecessarily, but it is making things super interesting.
Oh, I love it when they keep it exciting, Max. 10. I'm certainly keen for more where that came from. Ibby to be bypassed there. Their team is still keeping it upfield, though. Nosk able to save it, slow their rodeo for a second here. Look to clear it out from there, but I mean, the clear slow and steady does mean Jonk is able to just match them immediately. Already pushing past two players there. Lux will force it out. Moldy, though, goes for the shot and locks it in. One apiece.
I mean, yeah, good shot. I do wonder what happened with Lux right there. I think Lux was trying to slow it down and follow it up themselves, but hit the sweet spot of the car, which gave, you know, the touch way more momentum they were expecting, and Moldy Shoe immediate on the punish. Great heads-up play from Moldy Shoe. Dude, one of the few mistakes we've actually seen from Lux so far in this series, and I'm happy that we were able to see the punish.
Yeah, punishment will certainly be rewarded, and see if they can capture more energy, much like that as well. As Nosk tries to push past, does have full boost now, so they can certainly back their team up if required, or primarily focus fire towards their defenses. Wait it out, we'll be looking to push up a little bit here, but they could be forced to wrap straight back.
Well, I mean, Lux, that touch kind of got away from them, and Maka's going to be sitting there. As Maka actually going to try to continue to slow play this one along the wall. There you go. Nice 50. Couldn't find a bump to follow it up, so the ball kind of gets jammed in midfield, at least momentarily. Nosk. Oh, almost earned another free touch off of Ibby's miss. Things are going to be okay for now, as Maka looks for something, doesn't find it. It's taken away by Moldy Shoe. Oh, what a dunk!
Ooh. Replicating our game one scoreline at the moment, Max. So, maybe not in the same nature, but still going to be able to spill through in a 2-1 affair so far. So, it'll be a solid result at the moment. Still over a minute to play, though, so RMIT could certainly strike back if required.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see, but I have to admit, Moldy Shoe, you know, so far in the Elite Series, hasn't had that big breakout performance just yet. I think we're finally finding Moldy Shoe hit that confidence as Lux finds a way to equalize with that shot out of midfield. I'll go back to the shoe point later. We have a tie game with 50 seconds left.
Whew, all tied up and good to go. Let's see if they can flow more on to the table here, everybody. RMIT ready to break into this with 50 seconds and a dream. Now looking to make the dream come true.
And we'll see if they're able to bring it. It's going to be Maka with the shot on, not in. To go back to my previous point, though, about Moldy Shoe and why it's working so well in this series, like, this is the first time I've really been seeing Moldy Shoe be successful at getting consistent intercepts and kind of reading the pass plays. And for a team that we saw in game one that was super reliant on the pass plays, particularly out of Maka, it really feels like Shoe is coming into his own this game, which is, I've been waiting for it for like a year and a half for this to start happening. So this is actually pretty exciting from the Swinburne side. I want to see if Shoe can do it for a third time. Get the third interception goal. It would be enough to win game number 2 if they can find it here. That last dunk was sick. This time, though, it's going to be a pass up to Jonk. Swinburne on the approach. Lux is going to push it away. We're 3 seconds away from OT, Matt. And it's get the timer ready. You get the clock going. We'll see if we get close to that, you know, infamous 20-minute mark.
I'm ready for that very amazing 20. The clock is ticking. The timer has started. And here we go. 20-minute OT, Max. Let's make it real. Let's make it happen here. Or not. Let's just not go there. Let's just get the game done.
What? What? I would rather a 20-minute OT. I'm just putting that out there. That was awkward, Matt. That was very, very awkward.
Yeah, I'm just utterly speechless. I can't believe what just occurred there. Wow, well, that was a game. Well done, well played. Yes, this is Rocket League right now, Max.
It was an overtime so epic that it killed the server. So I'm just gonna chill out for a little bit. I think that's probably gonna be you know, a little bit relieving for some of the players out there, but. Moldy Shoe, I think that is the first hat trick we've seen from Moldy Shoe on stream in a year and a half of Elite Series play. So well done to get that last game. And I do believe those first 2 goals were definitely well warranted as well. Going for the intercepts, getting the dunks. That was good play from him. And if that continues, maybe this will be a sweep. I wasn't expecting it in this series, but this could be a sweep.
Anything's possible, you know. If somebody's brought the broom out into the game, maybe it certainly could come to reality here. I'm just, I'm ready for anything at this point, Max. I'm ready for anything to come into this series right now, and I think these teams are going to be able to bring it. You know, we wanted 20-minute OT, didn't happen. We'll get there next time.
You say that we is carrying a lot of water right there. All I said was it would have been preferable to the 3 defender whiff. But we will see what happens as we get ready to go into this next game. If you were to have anything though, besides a 20-minute OT, what do you want to see in this game?
I want to see a pull shot. Ooh. That's what I want to see. I want to see a pull shot.
Something that would be kind of cool.
Not?
We haven't had one of those in a while, and I feel like most of the time we see pool shots in the Elite Series, it's usually either accidental or an own goal, right? Which I guess falls into the accidental category, but that tends to be more what happens with those. So I'm down for a pool shot. I would rather that than the 20-minute OT. Here we go, though. Game 3 now underway.
Here we go. Underway and ready to play here, trying to sway in to action. Maybe good to push it straight back to RMIT's side. Will be matched by Maka now. Gonna have another crack at it. We'll wait patiently towards the back line, but Maka already trying to carry it up. A jump there as well. Plays forward. This is good momentum here for Swinburne, and no one can kind of play around it as yet, though.
Yeah, I mean, now they're being forced a little bit further back. I should say RMIT is, oh, that was scary. Moldy Shoe able to get there at the last moment for the save. But nobody really wants to force the clear. Now you've got double commits happening on that defensive wall. I like the decision from Jong to slow things down. Taking it underneath, over the top of Lux to the backboard. Is there a shot? There should be, but Shoe a little bit slow to it. This time doesn't get the dunk.
Yeah, not this time around. A good carry back to the teammate there as well, just to try and change the momentum and direction of the ball on that one, so then they can refocus going forward. Getting a bit physical again, though. Nosk looking to carry it up. Bumped over the top by Jonk there. Moldy already. Thankfully, they had Ibby there. That could have been very uncomfortable.
Yeah, you know, the crossbar doesn't only stop shots, it stops defenders as well, as we see examples of both over the past 10 seconds.
my goodness. There's going to be more where that came from, Max. This is only the beginning of this. A demo coming out. Ooh,
That's got to be a goal.
Lux.
Oh.
Not this time.
That really should have been on target, Matt. That's got a little bit awkward. There was some ample opportunities there for RMIT to get that goal. Instead, we still sit 0-all, and Swinburne, if they get the lead, oh, this could be a disaster for RMIT. This series has felt winnable for the orange side. Technically still is, but you've got to convert on those shots.
Yeah, otherwise they're just going to continue to swim past you, aren't they? Need to find us that conversion. Need earn themselves their keep here. They will take it slow and steady. Good clearance from Jonk there. Again, Nosk looking to carry it back up though, but again and again, you know, it's just those clearances working out for them.
Yeah, now we got the setup for Shoes. Going to try to get the dunk. Feel like there could have been a strike right there. Tries to overthink it. Went for the slow approach. That is also going to be saved as well. Shot from Ibby. Moldy shoot. Goes for the challenge, trying to keep the defense on the back foot, and an awkward touch from Nos. Should have opened the door. Lux, I think, saves the pressure from switching straight away, but it doesn't look like the orange side is able to do much with the extra time. RMIT now on the back foot. Ibby's going to get a shot on, saved by a diving Nos.
Battle of the saves into this one. No one able to lock anything in as yet, but when someone does, it's going to be that much sweeter. They worked hard for it, and there we have it. Ibby, first on the board.
I like how the last thing you said was they work hard for it, but realistically, that was just kind of put on a tee for Ibby to lob to the net, and the defense not ready for that, not expecting Ibby to put it on target, I guess. Yeah, third rotation not there in time. 1-0 lead, just like that.
Yeah, they'll be happy with that. It's 2. Yeah. All right. Floodgates are open, Max. They're looking to maximize their goal returns here.
I mean, this one, Jonk did have to work for it, though. The reset fake underneath was really well timed, really well executed. Good mechanical play from Jonk. That's so tough to defend when you're up against a guy who knows how to sort of pick the moment in a situation like that. It's kind of like a penalty kick in football, right? You got to kind of pick a direction and hope for the best, and unfortunately for the defense, they picked wrong. Fortunately for Jonk, it's now a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, there's going to be a bit of a give and take there, isn't it? Nope. Be able to catch a little bit of traction. Maka close to it. Lux trying to follow it up, and locks it in.
Oh, it was not a necessary double touch. I'm not even sure it was an intentional one, but realistically, Ibby, yeah, awkward setup to allow, you know, the attack to follow through, go for that double touch. 1-goal game. And just like that, RMIT, where it felt like, you know, game 3 could have been that shift in momentum, you know, back against them. We'll see how this one plays out. Still 1:07 to go.
Still going to be a little bit of time to go here, maybe more around the corner as well. Minute goes. Jonk ready to play around it here. Lux is not able to push past. Maka neither. Nosk at least elevates it so they can push back, but my goodness, they have to keep working for this.
Was Moldy Shoot going for a psycho right there? That could have been cool. Doesn't connect on it. 38 seconds to go. This is for the series as well. If this defense can hold, it would be a very nice win for the Swinburne side. Swing and a miss from the defense, but again, the shot just not on target.
And not locked down, not locked in here. Maka locked in, certainly.
Ibby, where you going?
Still hit
Ibby,
out.
where you going? I don't really know what the plan was there from Ibby. I think they wanted to touch it to the corner, missed it, and just dropped the ball right in front of their own net. Oh, it's awkward. It's unfortunate, but it's still a game tied. 2-all, 15 seconds left.
Wow. This is a game on our hands once again, everybody. We could go to OT off the back of this. Multi Shoe and Co. Pressures on to try and elevate forward. One of the same, you know, RMIT to get a goal as soon as they possibly can. Now, gonna play for OT. Moldy, good hit upfield there, does hit the ground, and now OT online.
All right, here we go. OT take 2. Hopefully this one maybe a little bit more suspenseful than the last. We'll see. I mean, here we go. 7, 8. All right, we're already longer than the game 2 OT.
Let's go. Now just need another 19 minutes and 25 seconds. No, I'm kidding. 45. But we are going to be getting down to business here. And they are still holding it off.
Ooh, this is still sketchy. Lux can follow it. Jonk burns all the boost. That's resources favoring the orange side. The net's open. And now comes the attack, but it was too late. Lux is kind of that lone defender, turns into an attacker. Jonk trying to, again, buy some space right now. Both teams panicking a little bit. Somehow, some way, though, the Swinburne side, I think, recovered, or did they? That's on target. Moldy Shoe is there.
Passes off to Jonk there, and will get stalled towards center field. Moldy doesn't care. They dare to be greater, and that will net them a victory in the game, in the series, Max. What a way to get it done confidently.
What an unfortunate OT for RMIT as well. I feel like they had the momentum and they overplayed it. They got too excited. They rushed some of those touches in that overtime. And at Swinburne, they were that little bit more composed. They weren't completely composed, but that little bit more. They were able to hold off the kind of hyper-aggressive attack, found the counterattacking opportunity, and put this game away. Well done, Swinburne. A 3-0 sweep, and I feel like if you have these two teams play multiple best of fives, that could be the only 3-0 sweep. I feel the score line, the result doesn't match how close those two teams were.
Yeah, and it's interesting, right? You know, you'd think that maybe it'd be a little bit closer in some regard, but no. Today, just a lot of confidence shining through from the Swinburne side there, so really impressed with how they managed to hold it together, play well into their rotations, and just synergize so well. So, yeah, going to be happy with that. You know, a lot of one-goal games there out of that one. And, I mean, RMIT definitely put in the hard yards as well. You know, they kept it close, kept it competitive. So, I'm happy with what they've been able to bring out this time, Max.
Yeah, and I liked, you know, the method how they won. Again, there was a lot of interceptions, a lot of disruption, particularly in the midfield and on the attacking half, where they were proactive in intercepting passes, proactive in kind of not allowing follow-up to happen from their opponents. And there was a lot of good individual moments as well. It just solid performance. Solid performance from the Swinburne side.
Yeah, more solid performances to come, I am sure, Max. But while we get all prepped up for our next act, we are going to be onwards to a break here, everybody. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back very soon. Welcome back, everybody, to AEL University Elite Series with Rocket League, and proudly brought to you by AGON by AOC, the #1 gaming monitor brand in the world. AGON by AOC provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs.
Also, remember to power up your game with the latest HyperX gear at Officeworks. Push performance to the limit with the latest in gaming tech. From high spec to precision gear, Officeworks has what you need.
That's it. And what do I need right now? I need to talk about Indomie, the noodle partner. Made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices, a plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available to date from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. So big shout out to each and every single one of our sponsors. You know them, you love them, and we certainly appreciate their support. But it's time to support some more of our favorite teams. It's Latrobe Uni taking on Adelaide Uni here in another best-of-5 endeavor.
This should be, I think, a very fun match for sure. Latrobe, of course, coming at you with Lacquer and Fiasco, two names which have had a lot of success here in the Elite Series, but you can't look past Big Morse on Adelaide. Again, long-time RLCS vet. Last time we saw him on stream, came out super strong. Unfortunately, Adelaide kind of let that win get away from them. They got reverse swept, but I'm sure he's going to be looking for a bit of redemption here.
Yeah, 100%. This is their time to shine, you know, their chance to redeem themselves and get ready to step into high gear. And I'm keen to see exactly what these teams are going to be able to do. You know, do we see a one-goal game type thing like what we saw out of our last series? Will it be something with a bit more of a gap between the teams? All are going to be proven, all are going to be tested as our players get ready to step onto the pitch. Get ready to step to action, Max, and here we go!
5 minutes on the clock, we are underway, and I'm going to be curious to see how this one will play out as Fiasco starts things off with a nice pinch from one corner to the other. I mean, look, this team is strong. Fiasco has had proven success in a lot of, you know, events. At that same token, you could say so has Morse. I mean, these are two very accomplished teams that each of these sides, with the players and the caliber that are on them, their goal is to not just make a mark in the Elite Series, but to actually contest with New South Wales and win it. So the fact that we saw Adelaide have some issues and get reverse swept, I'd say that was a bit of a shock to them. On that other side, Fiasco and Lacquer, I mean, they have to fully believe they can take it to the best teams in this competition as well. Latrobe kind of being a side that maybe underperformed on the tail end of last year and didn't really have as fast a start as they were hoping for, having already dropped a series. This is an important one. A lot of playoff implications, and really, I think at the end of these 3 to 5 games, the winning side will almost be moving up a tier in sort of expectations. Toby is the one with the first goal.
Wow. Well done to Toby there. Getting a big goal through. Really nicely done to play off their teammate, and they will be able to sweep it over the top. Now, we're going to pop through into the kickoff all the same. Let's see if they can tame another goal.
Yeah, how much more they will be able to find. Still early days, though, in this series, and I do not be surprised to see CSJ bring it back. Oh, it's an open net. It's free. Great counter. Tie game.
That was quick. Too quick, even. Well done to CSJ and Co, though. We'll be able to take control of the flow and get this one going to 1-1. 3:43 on the clock, everybody, and now it starts all over again. Will we see more funny business as we play into the beginning here?
Yeah, we'll see what we can find as Toby really able to completely follow up. It's going to be Lacquer instead to the backboard, but Morris already there. Connects with the Anon as they go to the opposite side around the corner. Toby keeping it in that corner for now. CSJ. The ball getting jammed up a bit. Morse will be the one who you look to create opportunities like that. Toby had the wherewithal and the intelligence to stay back because you know Morse is going to find a way to put that one on target.
You're going to find a way to put it on a target and see if they can barge ahead with this one. Lacquer will try and take it down low, but Anon is good to try and keep control for their team here. does allow them a bit more flexibility, but I mean, one and the same, Latrobe laying claim to this positioning as well.
Yeah, they are. They're trying something going. Lacquer going to be the first one forward. Has Fiasco behind, who was a little bit too close, actually. That allows Anon maybe to get the counter. They win the 50. Anon gets their second.
Oh my goodness. Looking to absolutely propel themselves ahead here. Will be able to spread their wings, fly away with another goal and the lead. Let's see if they can continue to hold on to that as we jump into the next one now. Big hit from Fiasco. Not going to be on track for a goal, but at least it keeps it upfield so they can start to work their master plan here.
Yeah, we'll see what they're going to be able to find. Again, last time Fiasco was too far forward. This time they stay back a bit, get a couple nice touches. Unfortunately, it was Toby who got a little bit too far forward that time, so the pass won't result in a threat straight away. Fiasco keeping that pressure on. Toby now stays back as well. Corner setup. Isn't able to get the bump onto Morse, who's able to avoid. Gets a second touch to push on field as well. Morse so good at those wall reads, especially when they set it up themselves. Where did the power from that come from? Toby will capitalize, but can't get the goal. Morse with the timely save.
Very close there. You could feel the speed on that one. And now we're going to try and set it up again. Is Lacquer CSJ going to be able to clean it out for the time being? Maybe not for too long, though. Take to the sky, rise up, and drop it down. Fiasco trying to come back to down there. It's Lacquer to stop them, though.
We'll see what they're able to find if we go off that backboard. Demo from Morse. Lacquer, misses the ball, but finds a defender. If Fiasco follows it up, this is going to be threatening. Late flick, caught by CSJ. Toby, follow-up shot is high and wide.
Yeah, unfortunate for them there. If they're able to get it on the mark, it could have been the spark they needed to tie it up and maybe do more from that direction. For now, though, still going to have to continue to fight here. Play for more traction towards the opponent's side of the field. See if they can yield a goal from it.
The backboard, here comes Fiasco, again denied by Anon. This defense is really being tested, and again they come through. Thought that was a goal right there. Instead, they start to bring it back. I like the bump. I like the pressure. It's not going to result in the goal, but more importantly, though, it does feel like for this orange side, flipping the map was good, and they still kept Morse back. 48 seconds, Adelaide. They're getting ever closer to that pivotal game 1 win.
Dancing on the edge of this one, or will they be able to lock it down? That is going to be proven within only moments here. Lacquer and Co try their best to counter-suit onto this one. Back onto the table, but just kept getting exceeded onto this one, Max. They're in deep trouble, but they aren't giving up.
No, they are not. Around the corner, here comes Morse looking to connect with the Anon, but they can't go too far with it. Fiasco wants to play back corner. Morse off that backboard, shot on and in. Game 1 done and dusted. It's going to go Adelaide's way.
Yeah, unless there's an absolute miraculous feat here, I think that this one will be sealed away. So, great momentum being built up from Adelaide there. Should be able to lock down game 1 here, and Latrobe just left wanting for more.
There we go. 10 seconds left. Hold on. Hold on. No, Lacquer can't find the dunk, and that will for sure do it then. I mean, great performance, though, right out the gate from Adelaide. And I want to say that's going to be indicative of how this series will go, but I just still remember 2 weeks ago, man, when we saw them have this hot start before, and then it all fell apart. Hopefully this time for Adelaide, they can keep that momentum going, but Latrobe is a talented team, so don't be surprised if they bounce back in game 2.
Yes, nothing is going to be as surprising as at this point in time. We'll see if they can rise up and take control of the situation from here as we get prepared for the next game in contention here. All players, all are going to be focused up. You know, they're warmed up, ready to rumble into this next portion, Max, and yeah, I just can't wait to see if there's any more, I guess, momentum shifting plays at the early stage there.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if it is going to happen. I feel like in the past when we've seen Latrobe do well, it has been a lot of Lacquer and Fiasco kind of coming together and forcing plays, and a kind of recurring theme for tonight, actually. They almost felt too eager at a few moments where you'd see one push very far forward, sort of expecting the challenge to be more piddly than boomed. But that's not been the case. There's just been a lot of big clears, a lot of powerful strikes coming out of the Adelaide side, and it's definitely made moments of Latrobe where they felt off balanced and pushed too far ahead. So the big adjustment I want to see is wider rotations, playing more to the tempo that the game happened to be playing at, and then they should be fine.
Yeah, it should be A-okay. Maybe not. But we are going to be holding it down, and now Lacquer ready to prepare them onto this one. Anon is actually going to be brushing past, though. No more boost on Anon. That's okay. Fiasco has the control now. Take the reins. Looking to gain something more. Ooh, it's slowed. It does stay in play.
It is staying, bouncing around. Here comes Morse down the middle. Anon, ooh, didn't commit for it. How we would have seen him go for the shot instead. Conservative play coming from the Adelaide side, and if you remember to when they got reverse swept, that's kind of when things started to fall apart for them. Another thing that should be worth noting too, back in game number 1, a majority of the attacking pressure came from Latrobe. Latrobe had more shots, they controlled more possession, but Adelaide was more efficient with what they had. And when I see them pull off of opportunities like that, I worry. When I see them miss on defense, I worry even more. Goal 1 goes to Lacquer.
Yeah, just unfortunate timing there, you know, just when you think they might be able to get to it, it is not gonna happen. So, happy days for Latrobe to step to it with the first opening point of control here. Will they be able to hold on to that, though? Maybe, maybe not. If it's like game 1, definitely not. We'll see if they can redeem it into this game, though.
See what they're going to be able to find. Still 3:30 to go, so obviously early days. So much so that we don't even worry about the end game yet, especially with Lacquer putting pressure on Toby, trying to follow it up in the corner, but slows it down enough for Morse to challenge. Now comes a double commit on defense. They get to the ball, leaves it open. Morse able to rotate back, avoids the shot from Lacquer. Actually, it was Fiasco who found the shot. My apologies. Who's still going to look for shots. Looks for the double. Morse again gets in the way. Morse can't do everything, though. Needs some help from the teammates, and it's CSJ who finds the clear.
Straight off to Fiasco there. Ready to pass to Toby as well. Good push up on this. CSJ trying to get there first. Not going to be able to make it. Morse one of the same. A slow push there. Does still work out for them in the end, though, but Lacquer is not allowing them to clear that out. They're keeping it right up close and personal. The goals there. CSJ now, and the plays in, but Lacquer and co again and again, they're just trying to center this one in.
Trying to center, trying to find something, but they're just not able to get there quite yet. It's going to be Morse now with that clear. Toby shuts it down midfield. Anon underneath. Low roller. More challenges. Fiasco wants it. Leaves it for Toby. What a shot. Crossing up the goal, keep 2-0 lead.
Yeah, big shot from Toby there, playing off the big pass from Lacquer. Had just enough gas in the tank in order to make it work. So, second one locked in at 2:25 on the clock. Yeah, and I'm ready to go into this one. The kickoff begins again. It's a good slice right up the corner.
And now they're going to try to follow it up with a bump. Anon underneath. Kind of feel like, all right, pressure building maybe a little bit more for Adelaide. And they respond to it and actually get on the board now, as Anon does find Morse. But again, Morse can't really get that ball to the net. Not straight away. It's going to be CSJ instead now. Looking to force the pressure. Anon next to them up. A good cross up here could be dangerous. They don't find it. Now Morse has to make an awkward read. Fiasco didn't really do anything with the ball, but definitely stopped the momentum, at least coming back against them. And this is just eating time away, munching it up. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Very, very good at the moment for Latrobe.
Yeah, the clock looking to run on faster forward there. Adelaide need to find a way to make it their time to shine as well. They will be looking to resynchronize their watches and see if they can watch on and try and secure a goal here.
But they're going to be able to find as we come through that corner. Morse swings, Morse misses. Toby again popping it up, but the ball's still going to slowly go towards the net, at least until it's caught by Anon. Once and around, CSJ gets a deep clear, and if Fiasco's not back there, that's a goal. Fortunately, the third defender already waiting for it.
Yeah, good composure coming through from them there, you know, being prepared for things that are getting thrown at them, especially at this stage of the game, because for Latrobe, it's just a big game to sustain, and now they're going to be able to drain in another goal. This just goes one step further here, and the hopes for Adelaide are dwindling by the second.
Yeah, at least for game number 2. I think Latrobe gets enough done with that goal right there. And it's the second game in a row, really, where we've seen Adelaide kind of, out aggro. They were consistently behind and not as decisive, even though the touches they make are usually pretty good. And when they create an opportunity, it's immediately a threat. There's just been something a little bit more passive about them, and it's hurt them as overall. CSJ, if they were going to make the comeback, that had to be a shot on target. It really wasn't, and that will do it for the second game.
Well, there's a shot on target. Looks like it is
time, though.
Yeah, at least they get one on the board, though, So, it's at least a semblance of some of the energy that they could try to replicate into their future games here. One apiece isn't a bad storyline either, or scoreboard for that matter. Goes to show competitive it can become, but one the same and now looking to do exactly what they came here to do, cause absolute mayhem in the server, but it ain't gonna be unchecked.
Straight away, still 8 seconds to go. Fiasco, reset, no, lets it fall instead, and unable to get underneath. The ball still bouncing. Able to finish that one off as the timer will hit 0. Maybe not. No, we keep going. Let's get a 0-second goal. Why not? One for the road, Fiasco. Nah, Morse doesn't want them to have their fun, and that's going to do it for game 2.
Yeah, unfortunate there for Adelaide, but are going to be well deserved for Latrobe into this, and now both teams won a game apiece here. And certainly proving that they are as competitive as ever, and either of these rosters can take the game if they just lock in. So, very eager to see which team is going to be able to do just that, who's going to be able to take that control and stroll into it.
I mean, we'll see how they play it out. Look, I'm going to put recency bias aside here and still say Latrobe has probably looked like the stronger team. Again, they controlled more of the tempo game 1 despite losing. Game 2, realistically, Adelaide just... Yeah, they had very few opportunistic moments. And that's how you beat this team. You force them to be defensive. You force them to be a bit more reserved. I think Adelaide sometimes overthinks situations almost, and then they get punished for it. So when you look at Latrobe, however, Fiasco, Lacquer, and even Toby at times, all three of them can get incredibly aggressive, play very far forward, and really put the pressure on and force that defensive style that Adelaide now has started to prove that they struggle in.
Yeah, it's going to be all hands on deck here, trying to play for speed instead of playing slow and methodical. So certainly going to be interesting to see the flow of play into this one, as Latrobe already going to have a lot of speed behind them, keeping the ball upfield and going to yield results in a big way. Speaking of, CSJ came to play, will be relegated out.
We'll see what can happen as Lacquer looks across midfield. CSJ is there. Into the corner we go. First touch by Morse. Okay. Now over the top has Fiasco. Nice read on it. Anon. What they can. A lot of time on the clock right now. It's Toby main hoops or midfield. That's a midfield pass to Morse. That's got to be a goal. No! Surprised Morse doesn't take the shot. Scared off by Lacquer.
Scared off this time. They'll have their time again. Not over till it's over. Speaking of, big hit over the top. Going to be defended by Fiasco. Toby going to take aim at Moore as well with Lacquer there. Forcing up field. And Moore so good for it. And maybe more to follow.
How do you follow it up, though? We'll see. Fiasco. Oh, no! Any touch on that ball from that angle, it was open. It could have been a goal. We got back the other way instead. Toby sits on post, but actually isn't even needed. Instead, it's going to be everyone else. Well, oh, that's two misses. That's two misses. It's got to be a goal. It is not a goal. It's off the post. Thank you, Anon. 1-0 lead.
1-0 lead, and they gain it with a speed of 103. So, definitely a hasty one coming out there. And curious to see what else they can bring into the next kickoff here. Lacquer takes it slow. Toby on the same, playing into the flow. Morse already looking to take aim over the top. CSJ will be forced off the line there. Lacquer doesn't care. They still keep going. Toby's ready. Oh, no.
Oh. A lot of whiffs in these first 2 minutes, actually. It's been everyone just trying to play a little bit faster and get a little bit more aggressive, and the result is, don't know if it's an increase in fakes or an increase in misplays. Either way, CSJ, you gotta hit that shot. I don't know, man. This was a weird game so far. So many near misses, so many near goals as Fiasco just hit the ball the wrong direction when it was rolling towards the net.
Yeah, gonna be a bit of a problem there, isn't it? More to follow, I'm sure. But for now, Adelaide are going to be looking pretty good, you know, just taking the ball into their play there. Going to try and clean it out, but Latrobe, one and the same. They're taking aim at so much aggression. They're keeping it upfield and aren't really letting it go past without a fight.
They're trying to find something as we go one corner to the other. It's going to be Fiasco underneath. Has Lacquer in the middle of the field, but with the defenders getting in the way, it's actually Toby who takes the shot backward. Now comes Lacquer looking for the double, fakes it for Fiasco, who will get the goal, and that one was a fake, Matt, and a brilliant one at that.
Yeah, well done, well played onto that one. Fake it out and lock it in. So, one apiece on the board, everybody. A minute 56 to go here. Either side can collide and take this one. Let's see if they can make this theirs.
Oh, bump on Lacquer. Anon didn't go straight to the net, though. Trying to slow play it. There's the pass, but I think it's a little too reserved, Matt. Yeah, not going to work out. And this is what I mean before. Sometimes they overthink. They don't send it. Focusing more on control, and it just gives the defense time to react.
Plenty of time to react for that matter. You know, they can just step to it and basically defend without much work at all. But Lacquer and Co. going to be looking to put in plenty of hard yards at the moment. Fiasco takes aim at it. We'll have Toby there to back them. Not going to be able to lock it down in the end, though. And Lacquer didn't overcommit either. Now they will, though.
We'll try to find something. Ball stays in the air. Caught by Toby. Leading the charge to Fiasco. Again, this is to take the lead in the series, and Lacquer doesn't put it away. It was a weird double commit. Toby went as well, but the defense isn't able to clear it out. Now Fiasco takes it to the roof. Ball gets behind Lacquer. This is the opening for Adelaide. Morse there. It's a good pass. But Toby cuts it off. No boost, and Anon keeps the pressure on. I like that touch. I like the follow-up. Where's the third attacker? Not there in time. Morse all the way back. Full boost. Ready to play defense instead.
Yeah, ready to switch it up at a moment's notice here. Anon with to carry it up. Lacquer tries to push past, but no, it won't happen. Toby still going to be A-OK as well. Lacquer slowing it down, but it's still on their side of the pitch right now. Fiasco, good motion there. Can set it up. Fiasco ready, waiting. We'll have to try again.
Have to try to find something to get that wall around the corner. It's still going to be more staying underneath. Demo from the net, and that is a save and a half. CSJ keeping this game alive. Morse keeping the ball up. Hold on. It's coming back the other way. Anon careful. Lets it drop. And we go to an OT.
My goodness. Just when you thought the game might be over, it still keeps going on. Even catching the back end of Rod off guard there. And you're going to see if we're going to have a war where that came from.
And close. There's a lot of close moments already. Here we go. Another approach. This time it's Anon. Trying to go into the corner. Toby is there. Takes the play over the top. Underneath Fiasco and Lacquer. Do they find that shot? Not this time. Oh, so OT and CSJ. Okay, it was out of the net. That's good. Fiasco.
No.
Fiasco.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, was this the pool shot, Matt? Please tell me this is a pool shot. If this is not a pool shot, it's Lacquer. That's
a volleyball shot. My goodness. Can't believe it. Absolutely insane work coming through there. And
I was hoping that was a pool shot. I was going to be like, there it is. There's your pool shot, Matt.
Out of
we got it. Was not a pool shot. It was not. My goodness. So, Adelaide up 2-1 in the series, just like that last game, Matt. They're now one game away.
This could go all 5 if this keeps up, Max.
Hmm.
Like, honestly, this could go the full distance if both these teams continue like this. Just, I don't know. We'll see if they are going to be coming into this one kicking and screaming.
It's going to go 5.
Yeah,
we both know it's going to
go
go 5. Production said this was going to be a quick one. It's going 5. It's going. Here comes Toby to the net. Oh, it's not in. Oh no!
Oh, this one
no,
might
no, okay,
be.
no, Toby's back. Toby's back. Toby's back. It's okay. It's okay. We're good. We chill.
For now.
For now, we chill.
Yeah, we take it easy for a second. Lacquer and Co. not going to be taking it too easy though. Trying to stop them in the track there. Good for it. We'll pick up the big boost as well, so they can continue to defend valiantly and press the issue.
Yeah, we'll see what happens as Morse is on that 50. Anon's going to be the next one there. Corner. So comes CSJ. Stay underneath it. Stay towards the net. Not this time. A pinch by the defenders. Clears it back out to midfield. Anon now has Morse. Do they connect? Yes. Is it a double? No, it's a waterfall. It's going to be cleared out as well. Adelaide's got that confidence again. They're taking shots, but at what cost? Morse is back for the save.
Back for it and ready. Try and floor it through for another Fiasco taken out of play. Does set it up for the pass there. Toby one and the same are ready to pick it up. Not enough boost though. Fiasco back, however, keeps it upfield. Toby tries to play off it. Going to be offside though, so Lacquer will be the one to try and take it this time. The rotations already coming to fruition there. And they keep up the pressure, you know. They can rotate back around and try and counterattack again.
They can, and they still might. Here comes Morse now looking midfield. I like that touch. Oh, it's going towards the net. Fiasco, though, able to fall back for it. Toby, next one up. Can they get underneath it? Not this time. Lacquer will play keep away. Now Lacquer, will they find the first goal? Will they find any pressure? And yeah, it's interesting. For the first, near 2 minutes of this game, hold the thought. That was the closest we've seen this blue side get to the goal, and they actually don't find it. Thought Lacquer had it there. Somehow it stays out.
I cannot believe that. Somehow they will not be able to lock that one in, but I'm sure there'll be other opportunities coming forward on both sides for that matter. CSJ, plays it over the top. That was a very close one from Fiasco there. Perfect reaction. Looking for more.
And they're looking for something, looking for anything. Anon back to CSJ. Not this time. Anon off the roof. Absolutely has CSJ underneath. Do they connect? Whoa, they almost did, but Lacquer still finds that save. Morse, though, is the one you got to beat. And Lacquer might just have done it. Not quite. Now here comes Morse, who saved their boost. Can they get it past Toby? Yes, but not past Fiasco, who's going straight to the net. CSJ, the only defender there, and the ball just rolls underneath. It's a 1-0 lead.
Oh, my goodness. 1 goal up. They push it straight past both players there, and everyone is just left baffled by what we've just witnessed. Incredible work, and there couldn't be more where that came from. Fiasco's already out with a bang, though.
And Fiasco's out and running, at least initially. CSJ, though, is going to be the one you got to look out for. Around the wall, just didn't commit for it, but Anon will. 50 goes into the corner. Morse needs to find the touch and doesn't. Lacquer, good job making the miss, but without boost can't do too much besides getting it to midfield. And Toby followed up, which means Fiasco's now alone in defense. Able to make the save off the post and nearly got around him. That was a great individual effort, but the pressure's still coming. Toby isn't able to get it past Morse. Anon has to rotate back for the midfield boost. CSJ, if they don't find the touch, it'll be a change of possession. Fiasco goes over the top, and now it is the blue side's turn to attack.
Their turn to attack, but not going to get a chance yet. Fiasco at least keeps it upfield there, but time and time again, the reactions are just on point here. They're playing a pass into it, and looking to see who can blast away. Lacquer, good to keep it up. Toby one and the same, but it's Adelaide now having more opportunities afforded to them.
Yeah, they definitely are trying to find it. Oh, no dunk. Not this time. Fiasco puts it up for CSJ, who's going towards the net. Wait, this could be on, and he dropped it right into Lacquer's lap. Good defense. Nice save. Another opportunity maybe going awry for Adelaide as Fiasco goes to the net. Anon barely gets back in time.
Ooh, barely enough time behind them, but the time might be more forgiving in a second here. Lacquer in the corner. Good push from Morse there. Set course for another one should they desire. Anon will. But not today, will spill past.
We're gonna try to find something. Lacquer. He doesn't commit. 30 seconds to go. One more chance maybe, and it's right here. Anon had to put it on target. It was a tough angle. Morse with the 50 nearly finds it. CSJ keeps the pressure on. Here comes Anon from the other side of the pitch. Can't get there in time. Morse was underneath and off that clear. Oh, it's gonna be a 2-0 lead. I think we're going to Champions Field, Matt.
There you have it. Amazing work coming through there, and very eager to see what will be in store for us, you know, whether we will be in one direction or another here as play into the double demo to kick things off right now. But I mean, we sit on the edge of the game now. The opportunity for any kind of resurgence is non-existent.
Yeah, that's going to be a quick goal, and with 6 seconds left, this is where I wish, you know, we had the abilities to push that fast forward button and get us into the next game, because I'm keen to see how this will play out. It's been a very, I don't really want to say a pendulum swinging game, but it still feels like the entire series, realistically. This game has kind of ebbed and flowed, more based on Latrobe than Adelaide. Like, when Latrobe is on, Latrobe's been winning. When Latrobe's been making mistakes, that's when they've been struggling. So which Latrobe are we going to get in Game 5? That, for me, is the biggest question.
Hopefully the best one possible, Max. That's what we're all going to be hoping for here. But I mean, all the same, we hope we get the best possible Adelaide coming on to a deck as well. They have to really bring their best game forward. Otherwise, they are going to be isolated out of this series. So, gonna have to prove yourselves now more than ever, Max. It's time to lock in.
It'd be so heartbreaking if we have Adelaide again losing a Game 5 on stream, but I mean, Latrobe is one of those teams where, when I look at like the strength of the rosters and the ceilings, this is a team that should be up there competing against, you know, the University of New South Wales side. Dare I say this might be the second best team on paper in the Elite Series, maybe next to Macquarie. So, yeah, this is a tough ask for Adelaide, but they've put themselves in that winning position. They can do it. It's just, you know, can they be proactive enough? Can they take some of that earnest and the possession and maintain it for a little bit longer than what they've been able to do? That's going to be key in this 5th and final game.
Yeah, going to be absolutely essential there, and ready to see what they can do as we will be jumping into the kickoff right now, everybody. Let's get ready to go, and all going to be already pushing past the midfield there. CSJ good for it with the demo as well, trying their best to create an opening for their team, but they will not be able to capitalize.
We'll see what they're going to be able to find. It's Morse to the net, and Anon follows it up. Dash like that. That was that proactive play I was hoping to see from the Adelaide side as they strike first. Oh, what a scoop touch from Morse, man.
Yeah, well done. Well played into that one. They will be able to push on ahead all the same, and ready to see if they can get something more here. They take to the skies. Fiasco, rise up. Toby, good for demo and more. They hold on to control. Shot for it, and one apiece. We're all tied up.
And that beautiful lead only lasts so long. A kickoff, an awkward demo, and there the ball falls into the net. CSJ just moments away from getting there. A little bit unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is, and a great response coming from the Latrobe side. Now another kickoff goes their way. Toby gets it across the line, and it's a 2-1 lead.
Wow, I can't believe this. What an opening to come through there. Anon tried to stall it out. Unfortunately, it bounced off them and straight in to the goals there. So, going to be Latrobe taking control of the lead here, looking to concede nothing out of this one as they take it slow, take it steady again. Morse ready to go. Let's have a support from their teammates as well. Not quite close enough though.
Not that case, but that's okay. Still gonna be Toby now. Ooh, getting bumped in the box. Here's the ball up for grabs. Who's gonna commit? It's gonna be Lacquer there first. Gets around not one, not two, almost all three. And on though, was able to slow it up as we go back to midfield. Fiasco wins that initial 50. Gets the next touch towards the net. Toby there. Where's the touch? Where's the shot gonna come from? It's gonna be Toby playing setup. Here comes Lacquer, and no, they can't get it in the top bin. Neither can Fiasco. The defense will hold.
Hold firm, hold strong, and ready. Push ahead of this one. Anon. We bypassed there, forced back on the blue side. Fiasco ready and on, waiting, patient, can try and calculate it. Gonna work out today though. CSJ with the stopping power is good. Morse trying to be the same. This makes an opening. Fiasco to be able to capitalize just yet, but they got closer.
Very, very close. They'll be able to do so again. Here we go. Fiasco and Lacquer. Let it go. It will make its way to the backboard. Shot on from Toby. Not accurate, not this time. Around the corner, Morse looking for Anon. They do connect as Anon throws it in towards the corner, gets the demo. Morse. Okay, awkward little pinch. I don't want to see any desperation yet. There's still plenty of time on the clock, and that's kind of being shown in the play style. Both CSJ and Anon stayed behind the midfield line the entirety of the time Morse was on the attack.
Going to be adapting their positions over and over again here. Anon to do one of the same. Good to play off it there. Just need to even get a bit of physicality through. My goodness, they can't even rotate out without being faced off with an enemy. And all the same, Fiasco. Oh, almost! No! I can't believe it.
It was close, but it wasn't quite there. Still 2:20 to go. Here comes Fiasco again. This time over the middle. This camera kind of got a little stuck. Here we go, CSJ. Oh, no shot, not this time. Now I'm starting to get more and more nervous for this Adelaide squad. I'm working against them. And on backboard, is there a shot? There was, but so too was Toby back on defense.
Yeah, back on it and ready to respond. Good to pass it off there. CSJ trying to get to center field. Cleaned out by Fiasco and Toby now. Trying their best to press the issue. Lacquer. Good shot. CSJ stops it. Now looks to pop it over through towards a teammate there. Maybe not. They're just going to do it all by themselves.
They try and create something as a slacker up, looking for Fiasco. They somewhat connect. Ball stays off that backboard. Around the corner we go. Fiasco doesn't rotate back straight away. It's going to be CSJ instead. 50 gets Lacquer. Now comes Anon up the side wall. Do they get it centered for a teammate? Yep, and around some defenders. That was almost a goal.
What could have been there, and maybe another opportunity on the horizon as well. None. Focused up here, CSJ ready to play as well. Going to be cleaned out. Good pass again. Morse now ready to take up the mantle here. But time and time again, the defenders just exchange the power.
They're exchanging, and with less than a minute to go, I mean, if you're on that Adelaide side, you're hoping that, you know, that final exchange might come their way. Ball off the backboard, though, not ideal. CSJ shot on, but again, Lacquer back for that save. 42 seconds, Fiasco puts one up in towards the corner. Morse, full boost. And back to Anon and CSJ. CSJ has the height, but they let it fall. Leaves it for Anon. It was a fake, but Lacquer saw through. Now Fiasco, free touch, wants to go corner. Two defenders converge. Fiasco stays with it. 25 seconds. Adelaide running out of time. They've got to clear the map. They've got to get a goal. They've got less than 20 seconds to do it.
Yeah, time is of the essence here. If they can't get it right here, right now. Oh, there it is, Max. They will be able to achieve it. 2 apiece. Just when you think it could be curtains. No, the curtain's wide open, and we might have an OT on our hands.
What did you say? It has to be right here, right now? Verbatim. That's when it falls. And, I mean, tie game. Next goal is going to win this one. You don't want it off the kickoff, yet there's going to be a chance. Adelaide through the corner. Aaron can't find it. Lacquer pops it up. Someone's got to commit. It's going to be CSJ to challenge. Toby may have pushed too far forward. Boris is going to throw it to a teammate instead. It's awkward. It falls. We go to a Game 5 OT.
Here it is, 20 minutes in a dream, and it starts with a demo. CSJ, oh, just gets it done, just like that. Adelaide claw it back with a fiery vengeance, and we'll be able to claim this series.
Oh my goodness, and remember that goal, it came with 14 seconds left to go to OT, and then the kickoff falls in their favor. Adelaide, what a comeback, what a win. They take a Game 5, and These two teams, this was a fun series. I still feel like if you're Latrobe, you're a little bit disappointed because you played fantastic for a majority of the time, but it was a couple little mistakes against an opportunistic Adelaide that wound up costing them.
Yeah, really impressed with how they managed to keep it together there and just held it out to pretty much the very end of the line. And then, you know, it felt like they were charging their batteries up to go for that one big burst of fire there. And it worked out perfectly in the end.
Mm. And I mean, when I think back through the entirety of the series as well, Morse incredibly consistent throughout, but it was when CSJ was able to follow up with Morse, that's when they looked at their best. And that's going to be a duo I'm going to be keeping my eyes on for sure. I have full trust in Morse. It's going to be hard to take that away. But the more confidence I get in the team, the more confidence I'm sure Morse is feeling in the team, the stronger and stronger this trio will get.
Yeah, building up their strength to strength there over and over again. You love to see it, and I can't wait to see more of it showcased as things that play out here. It's good to see our players improving, you know, and doing the best they can over time, Max.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's always am looking for improvement. We're at the stage with a lot of these players in the Elite Series where it's almost less about individual mechanical improvement and more about finding consistency at that level where we know they can be and how well they can synergize with the team. That's usually more what I'm looking at in the Elite.
Yeah, that's right. And we'll see if we're going to have more explosive plays right on the other side of this, everybody. We're going to get our next series set up right after a break. We'll be back very soon. Welcome back to Rocket League here with the AEL University Elite Series. It's Matsy and Formal coming at you with another incredible series. And, you know, I think it's a series for the ages, Max. I think it's going to be an absolute bloodbath.
And it's going to be UTS playing. They always seem to go the distance. They always play at the level of their opponents. So no matter what, yeah, it's going to be an exciting one for them up against this UQ team, which kind of bit surprising. They're still looking for their first win in the Elite Series. Not something I would have expected from the squad, but who knows? Maybe it comes today.
Yeah, today could be the day that they're going to throw it back to you, you know. Definitely keen to see how it'll go, but I mean,
Did that last
speaking
week.
of how it'll go, yeah, true. They can do it again, though, you know. But we got our rosters here. We got the UTS bringing out Stimpy, Spring Hopeback, and Rian, and are going to see UQ bringing out Pimui, Owie, and Yupin.
Not too familiar with that last name. I'll be curious to see what Yupin is going to be able to do. But when you come to the UTS side, again, I always go to Spring Hopeback, man. If Spring Hopeback is playing well, UTS is at their best. Kind of has to be the catalyst for this team, I feel, at times. But Rian, one of the newer additions, has also had some breakout performances as well. So I think, yeah, the UTS squad, I want to have the confidence in this team, Matt. I really do. I feel like every season I come in thinking, all right, this is the year where everything gets consistent, and UTS shows me why they're strong, and then they'll have a great series against a top team. I'm like, yes, they're coming through, but they always seem to play at the level of their opponents. I don't know what it is. So, yeah, it just feels like every UTS series is a coin flip.
Yeah, anything could be possible. See how it goes now, though. As Owie is going to be rising up to the occasion. Stimpy good to react, though. Pass back to Spring. Not today, though. Yupin need to hold it back. So good to slow their road here. Let's see if they can push forward and make it hurt.
So they're going to be able to find as they come across the midfield line. Yupin gets to the ball, but only briefly. Spring Hopeback's going to be the one looking to take it back the other way as they get demoed. Toe for toe. Very physical start to this game, actually. Both teams going for demos, looking for bumps, looking for pressure just by placing the car, I should say, deep in their opponent's side. Neither of which, though, was really going too far. With this swing and a miss from Stimpy. Underneath, here we go. Pressure being set up, but Ryan is going to be the one who takes it away.
Take it away here to save the day. Yupin tries to set it up. Good to be fended off by Rian, though. And it's going to be flying high. Why? It will be open season for Stimpy, and they are going to be very happy to get themselves on the board.
Yeah, that was just a good shot down the middle for UTS and making it 1-0 in the early days. They find the pass, they find the shot out in front. This is a good position for UTS to be in. Like, again, I always talk about UTS kind of either playing up or down to their opponent. If they're going to find a way to break away from that, this would be the series to do it. I feel like UQ's been struggling. UTS can be on that upswing. If we are going to see a 3-0 sweep in this one, it would be UTS over UQ, and I like that start for them. I like that goal. We just need to see that happen on the regular.
And need to see it happen consistently there, don't they? And going to see if they can find that consistency in the long run here as they take it slow. Spring Hopeback. Good to pass it off there. Oh, he picks it up though. Almost set up for a shot. Luckily, Stimpy was able to defend it. Rian, oh, just short of it.
Just short as we see the deep ball going all the way to the other side. Nothing short about that clear, and yet we're coming right back. So the real seesaw effect happening right now is double commit on the defense, puts a lot of pressure on Stimpy, lets the ball get in behind them. Isn't going to get punished straight away. Spring Hopeback was there to bail him out, at least till Yupin finds a clear brand, keeps it away from the attacker. It's just a little bit awkward from both teams right now where they're getting touches but not able to follow things up. They're doing a good job getting to the first touch, but the placement of these first touches has been a little bit less than ideal for both sides.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a tough one, hasn't it? Ooh, definitely going places there, Max.
It was close. It was really close. In fact, Ollie's going to put one on as well. Not quite going to go in as we see Pimui again. What do you think of the Dignitas car, I should say, that Pimui is running? Very unusual that like the top teams get their own designs, and they went for the floral approach as Spring Hope Pack makes it 2-0.
I mean, much with lots of like organizational representation there, I love a bit of creative flair. And you know what? I'm about it.
It's just weird because I'm about it as well. I mean, we got a good look of it right there. It's just odd. It's like, yes, the space logo team is going to go full 70s flower power hippie.
Yeah, it's definitely something. You know, it kind of throws it back to some of the classic famous artists. You know, it's given like
wait, hold on.
Or something.
Am I being a dum-dum right now? Is that it might be Space Station Gaming, not Dignitas. My bad. It's Space Station Gaming, which makes it even weirder that they went for the floral approach.
Well, you know what? They're doing what they can.
Anyways, look, I'm sorry. They're both so similar logos. It's like a head and it's yellow and black. All right, they're the same team in my eyes. You know what team isn't yellow and black? UTS. They're 2-0 up as well on the blue side, looking strong with the mid-17 to go.
Just a little bit to go here. See if they are going to be able to paint a trail forward towards a goal, as we'll wait patiently. A good demo coming out there. Spring Hope Pack will be awaiting patiently. Owie, good to keep it out of harm's way.
And we'll see what they can find. Stimpy putting it up for Ryan, who's not quite going to get there in time. Back into the corner we go. Still struggling to find too much as we hit the final 43 seconds. UTS. It's been a back and forth game in terms of possession, but realistically, UTS never really been in danger of giving up a goal. This feels like standard UTS affair when they win these games. It's an early lead and then just nothing crazy. Safe, conservative play style, enough to get a win.
Yeah, enough to spin something into proportion here. So UQ going to be falling short in this first game. UTS going to be quite happy to take this early control into their favor and to see if they can garner a further reaction as well. So take it slow and steady onto this one. Timer going to be trickling down. No more will be earned into this one, as there it goes. Riot going to be our MVP onto this one and will be happy to take away the opening game.
Yeah, good start for UTS. Good start for Rian and co. Funny how Rian gets MVP, but never actually scored a goal. I mean, this is UTS, right? All three players can be similar in just everything. And I have never seen, I think, 6 points separating all three of the players. That's kind of crazy from UTS, but a really good start from the UTS side. They never really felt in danger of giving up a goal. They found those 2 points early, and they just held on to it. Stock standard Rocket League play.
Yeah, just held on tight, you know, and managed to net themselves a solid beginning into this one. But time to see the flowers bloom all over again as we jump into our next game here. And who will be able to find the opening segment? All will be proven very soon.
We'll see who comes out with the starting aggression. I mean, initial possession's actually coming from the UQ side, which is nice to see. As OE does a good job to keep it forward. Now they're going to fire the pass, but it's been in the way, and then it does get cleared out through the corner. In fact, it's going all the way past that midfield line. Pimui, what has he got? Well, he's got Stimpy right in his face. Stimpy looking to chase it up. Now pass down, maybe? Perhaps? Nope, not this time.
Not this time, maybe next time, as they already bypass a one defender there. Rian, good to rotate back. It can react here. Stimpy not giving up either. Gives their team a little bit of time to step to the right position for this one, but I mean, all the same, they're playing a good, I guess, a stall type motion, so they can give their opponents more to try and play into.
They're trying to do at least, but we'll see. It's going to be Spring Hope Pack now. Has to get it around OE, doesn't, so again, the corner defense holding, and finally, it looks like OE has done enough to get out of said corner, and into one on the other side of the field. This day, though, will be a lot briefer as Yupin puts a shot on, but with 3 defenders sitting in net, it was always going to be a tough ask.
Yeah, always going to be a bit of a tough one, wasn't it? But still going to be more opportunity ahead of us, more time to climb up give it your all as we rise up now. Spring Hope back, trying to push it to their teammate. Not going to get it. The angle actually works perfect for UQ, and they find the opener.
Okay, that was a little bit awkward, but yeah, well done, I suppose. It's a blue trail, Matt.
It's not entirely his fault because it bounced off him off the opponent.
You know,
I'll give him the benefit
that
of
was
the
a
doubt.
blue trail. That's all I'm saying. All right, you can interpret it however you like. All I'm saying is blue trail, and it went in the blue net.
Trails never fails. That's all I'm saying, Max. But we are going to be seeing Rian come to the sky now. And look to rise up once again. Owie tries to pass it along a little too slow there. Might not matter, but it is cleared.
Yeah, Stimpy just bang balling it, and now Spring Hope Pack will do the same. Here comes Rian as well, tries to get it over the top in the middle, not quite able to follow it up. Spring Hope is with it. Didn't look like Stimpy wanted to follow it up, not this time. Now Stimpy starts to play forward. Double good touches from Upin, sets up Spring Hope Pack. What? Okay, fair enough. Tie game.
All tied up. Not too shabby, not too shabby at all. One apiece. The peace will not last as chaos is sure to ensue in a second. 2 minutes 41 on the clock, everybody. Almost halfway there, and it's time to get serious.
Yeah, looking back at the replay, I didn't see it on the live camera, but it was Stimpy who did the work there to create the pressure. By the way, Stimpy doing the work here off the kickoff in just outpacing, great late flick. Stimpy is on a bit of a tear right now.
Yeah, shredding through it all, layer by layer here, and going to be a player to watch all again. Kickoff now in track. We hope back good to propel it. You've been one and the same there. Slow it down. Stimpy will be able to catch it though. Now looking to further progress it upfield.
Here we go, Rian. Gonna clear that across that midfield line, keeping it down in the corner. Second touch still not there towards the net, not in. Shot comes from Stimpy. 3-1 lead. UTS starting to run away with this game.
Yeah, really, just getting more and more openings afforded to them there, playing off the demos. It's all working out wonderfully for the UTS side so far. Still 2 minutes 14 into the game though, so UQ are not over and out yet. There's still hope for them. They just need to get something going their way sooner rather than later.
Yeah, we'll see what they're going to be able to find. All goes from one end to the other. It's going to be Upin up next. Stimpy in the corner. Slowing down what they can. Owie back to the middle. Sets up Rand. Minutes to go in this game. 2-goal lead. I mean, last time UTS had a 2-goal lead in game number 1, they just didn't allow anything threatening, and it looks like something similar happening again here as well. The bump gets possession away. Third member's the one who clears it back. Stimpy. What? Whoa! Almost an unforced mistake right there from Upin, but that's all good. A minute and a half to go, and yeah, I don't see UTS giving up this lead.
Yeah, I don't see that going away anytime soon either. They are holding on to that lead tightly. No further loosening of the grip at all as they try and rip their way forward again. Owie, good to catch it though. Tries to push it again. They aren't getting too much momentum, so it does allow Stimpy to catch it off guard.
Yeah, they're going to try to find whatever they can. Upin to Owie. Nope, Owie. Yep, will turn for it. All right, didn't want to play off their backboard, instead wants to go for the cut instead, and this might work out with the demo. Just can't get the dunk on Stimpy.
Yeah, that's good hit upfield by Spring Hopak as well. Rian trying to further it, not going to happen. It's going to be Stimpy though, keeping it downfield. Might even be looking to do it again. Spring Hopak not ready though, and it will be the opening UQ needed.
Here we go. 43 seconds left in what feels like a must-win game for UQ as well. Owie just finds the opening, and those have been few and far between. Turns it into the point, and now what can they do in these final seconds? Can UQ get that opening? Will they force the opening? The physicality seems to be working for them, at least right now. Upin to the net. Spring Hopak, though, was back for the save.
To the net, and leaving with no regret here. 30 seconds down and more to follow. Spring Hopak, a good momentum upfield again, trying their best to continue to fight on. Why not? Stall them out is going to be the main objective, I suppose. They need to just bide their time.
Oh, this is dangerous. This is so dangerous, and it will be enough for the equalizer. P. Mui spotted the gap, and you saw it happening right here. Rain just couldn't recover. Looked like they were going for a speed flip. I'm not too sure, but they wound up kind of like bouncing on like nose and tail. That was all you need. Tie game, 12 seconds left. Next goal wins this game.
That's it. Next one, and we'll be able to lock it in. Spring Hope back close. Not close enough. Owie rise up. Yupin's good. Not going to be able to lock it down though. OT now on track, Max. And we go again.
Go. Real. Stimpy. Touch towards the net. Down. Is that just in? Yes, it is.
Well, that was quick. My goodness, Max. You know, we had all this build up just for that. So, going to be all done and dusted. It will be UTS claiming yet another in their favor. That means they are going to be on a series point right now, everybody. And definitely a very hard fought game towards the end.
Yeah, I mean, credit to UQ for the comeback, but unfortunately, they just couldn't keep it going into the overtime. So UTS arguably survived that one. At that same token, Stimpy playing amazing for a majority of that game, and particularly in that overtime as well. That angle is a difficult shot to hit. So well-deserved win for UTS. Now 1 game away, 3 opportunities to do it. It's very rare you see a UTS sweep, but again, if they want to start proving that they are, you know, a upper team, these are the teams you got to sweep right now. So let's see if they can pull it off. Let's see if they can get that 3-0.
Yeah, let's see if they are going to be able to push it to action here. As all players now look to lock it down once again. It's time to get serious on the pitch here. Time to kick off and get ready to go as the ball will be pushed on UQ's side right now. Trying their best to clear it out, but UTS are just unforgiving.
Yeah, they have been unforgiving so far throughout this series. To be able to finish the deal here. Ball, lower corner, Stimpy. Gets it around Pinui. Stays on the play. Next touch from Owie. Actually was a good hinge. Creates a lot of space. Follows it up with the bump attempt as well. Unfortunately for UQ, the 50 just did not go their way as, oh my gosh, Stimpy. Just making defense so difficult right now. No touches being given for free, but again, it's sort of a lack of follow-up with the pressure created that's kind of hindering both teams. That double almost enough to go in. Spring Hopak makes the follow-up on the save, and that pass gets intercepted by Stimpy. Now Pimui has to go to the net. There's no boost on the defense, but they go backward instead. Defense can recover a bit. They haven't collected the boost yet. Oh, we bumped off the play, but Yupin is there. Stimpy doesn't get it. A rare miss from Stimpy. Another miss from Rian. But again, no one can do anything with it.
Yeah, not going to be able to supply it forward this time. Going to have to fall back. Wait for their turn here. Owie, good save. Spring Hopak tries to hit it, but Mimui could play. Not today. Stimpy, slow and steady. Good pass. Not going to be able to react in time.
Oh, that actually could have been a shot, but yeah, it just doesn't connect. And now Owie starts to bring it back the other way. Spring Hopak does what they can with the first save. Yupin as well with the pass shot on. It's saved again by Rian. Spring Hopak was there as well, but a double commit doesn't actually leave them exposed despite not having boost. Spring Hopak just bang balls it. Rian and Stimpy got too aggressive, and this is sort of that other side of the UTS coin right now, Matt. They look so structured games 1 and 2. In game 3, it's kind of been anything but.
Yeah, it's a bit all over the shop, isn't it, Max? And certainly going to be continuing here, you would believe. Now, though, Stimpy going to believe in themselves. Good hit towards the roof there. Oh, locking it in for Rian. What a shot. Good read.
I mean, it was, again, just a nice little waterfall setup from Stimpy. Yupin at that angle. The risk of the dunk is always incredibly high. Realistically, the best chance for Yupin to have that save is if they were deeper within their own net. And historically, and more often than not, that's really not where you want to be defending. Oh, we almost had a bit of a breakaway. Rian back for the save.
Back up for the save, and back for the counter-attack too. Pimui picks it up though. Need to try and supply something. No more booster for them, so just going to have to go with raw willpower. But now they're full tank. Ready to go for it is Yupin. Spring Hopak stops them in their tracks. Mui picks it up there. Again, going to be cleaned out, so The ebb and flow of the game, demo over the top, it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't matter yet as P-Mui comes up through that corner. Here we go, Ran, touch towards the net. Not in just yet. OE trying to do what they can. Leaves it for Stimpy, a double touch. Would make things very difficult. Pressure stays on Stringo Pack. Oh, doesn't get there in time. Yupin finds the clear. OE goes all the way back. Stimpy has to play keep away and does pass one. Not really past the second. Ball up for grabs. Who gets there first? It's Rian, but Rian comes at it from a weird angle, which means the pressure still there for UQ. Stringo Pack fake. Stimpy, what's that touch? Oh, things look scattered for sure on the UTS side, but they might have done just enough to hold on.
Yeah, might have been able to do exactly what they needed to hold on, but yeah, there we go, Yupin. We'll be able to bring it back just at the right time there, and what a way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, look, the backboard setup was good. I wonder if Stringo Pack thought the first touch was going to be a shot. I don't know. They seem to come at it very low, and the end result was just them looking off balance at the end. Good backboard pass, good shot, good finish, tie game, and I mean, UQ now more than ever needs another one of those. They're going to be playing defense for the time being. Still a minute 25, so no need for either team to panic just yet. P-Mui just goes corner with it. What can UQ do with this setup? Rian may have actually gotten enough height on that touch to maybe flip the map. Nope, nobody midfield. P-Mui's getting demos. Hold on, Yupin going to the net. It's open! It's so open! No, oh, we just went the wrong way! Oh no!
Wrong way, but not today. Maybe tomorrow. We're not gonna wallow on it though. We're still gonna stick to. Oh, we trying to pull through. They get exceeded, Max. This is a problem.
Well, this is a very big problem. Yupin, backboard, second touch not there. Stringo Pack's trying to keep it in the corner. Rian, what have you got underneath? Is there a play here? No, it's going to be OE instead to the backboard. It's a pass. It's going to be Yupin with the shot. Never mind, Stringo Pack, but they didn't get the height. Yupin still able to collect it midfield. 30 seconds to go. UQ does not want to go to overtime. They've been trying to end it here, and there might be an opportunity off the demo. Rian doing what he can to get in the way. Has Stimpy just underneath. Can they connect? Rian around the corner. Stringo Pack stays back. He's going to try to play midfield. Yupin's just going to try to drive it to the net. 13 seconds to go, Matt. Is there another last-second goal in this one?
Oh, surely, maybe. We'll be able to push it through, though. Still up in the air. Oh, my goodness. There's no way. You keep it in play for so long.
I'm losing it.
There's no way. Oh! It finally goes down. My goodness.
Stringo Pack hesitated, and I feel like had they driven forward instead of parking in midfield, the shot was on. Either way, it's an OT for either series survival or a series win. Last time, it was ended in 8 seconds. This time, we've already gone 10. Ball waterfalling down. It's a double commit. Stringo Pack stayed back. Go to the net. Go underneath any way possible. Nope. Sets it up for Yupin instead. Stimpy will slow down the midfield approach, but with 34 boosts, I don't know what he can do. It's a pass. It's a shot. And that's going to be series. Rain with the winner.
Oh, my goodness. UTS on top of this one and will be able to breeze it away. What an impressive showing. A clean slate coming through from them there, and they're going to be feeling primed, confident, will get rewarded with a series victory.
Yeah, and I mean, for UTS, this is that 3-0 sweep I've been waiting to see from them for a while. I mean, they have needed that 3-0 sweep. They really, really have. So it's good to see for that regards. For UQ, man, struggles continue. I don't know. This team, I'm hoping next week they'll turn around. They are so due for that series win. Not happening in this one, but 2 OTs. They kept it competitive. We saw the moments of brilliance. Just got to score more goals, man.
Yeah, got to score more goals. I couldn't agree more. You know, I think that should be their mantra coming into the future weeks of competition there. I think, yes, score more goals. Maybe they got to have that as their daily affirmation leading towards their next game day. Definitely going to be keen for more of that than Max, but yeah, I always feel inspired, you know, by some of the confidence that continues to shine through from some of our teams here. It's always great to see when a team's on, so to speak.
Yeah, it is always great to see, and I mean, really well done, strong performance from UTS. I'm curious to see where they grow from here as well, because I want them to be one of the best competitive teams. I want them to be up there towards the top.
Yeah, and that's going to be the hope for, I guess, a lot of the rosters, right? Is you want to see them reach their full potential, just like we are going to be looking at the potential of our teams right now with some of our results here. So what we do have right now, Max, is right here.
Wow, this is a lot of 3-0s over in Group A. Group A kind of has been the group of 3-0s, though. Obviously, that last series is still being played at the moment, so we're waiting for the results on the QT versus Monash. However, I can't say I'm too shocked by any of the results in this one. It's pretty straightforward over in Group A. Roar still look amazing.
Yeah, looking amazing as ever. And I mean, there's plenty of pieces of brilliance here. You know, Swinburne making good strides there and looking at even more. But we do have Macquarie Onyx taking it away 3-0 against UNSW Hal here. So a pretty clean endeavor on that front as well. But I mean, more the same, you know, the Monash Ballers locking it in 3-0 against UON Team B there. So pretty strong results at the top side of this this match play here. But Max, we had something a little different, didn't we?
Yeah, it's nice to see at least one series go 5, but normally when we look at Pool B, they're all going 4 or 5. I think the big difference in this one was the fact that we had 3 sweeps for Pool B. That's unusual. It is what it is, though, and I mean, yeah, Latrobe, awkward loss at the end of the day in that Game 5. At least we got one Game 5, and at least we were able to cover the one Game 5.
Yeah, always appreciated to be able to cover a competitive series there, you know. Go to show some of the players and teams at best moments and put them before your very eyes. But going to be a good way to seal it out with 3-0 for UTS to UQ as well. But now we got our standings, everybody. So far, so good. It's going to be one game is still ongoing. So just a reminder, this isn't completely finalized, but you'll be able to see the finalized product later on our socials. Regardless, we are going to see UNSW Raw on top there, 4-0. A clean endeavor for them. QUT pretty close behind, though. And we got a double, triple, so to speak, on third place, don't we, Max?
Yeah, I mean, it is an interesting one, that 3-way tie, all at 2-all, but the big difference is UON and RMIT, the game differential, about as even as you can get. And this is starting to shape up into what we sort of expect the final table to look at like. Now is where we start to see, all right, who's going to make that vie to get into that top 4 with 3 teams really strong in that competition for it. It could go to either of them. I'm kind of leaning on RMIT and maybe even Macquarie Scarlet, though, to finish it out. I'm a little bit nervous for UON after their performance today.
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit nervous as well. You know, you'd expected, I suppose, more from them into today's affairs, but maybe, you know, next time will be a better time for them. Every team can have an off day, you know, that's just how it goes sometimes, and keen to see more where that came from. As we take a look at Group B now, UTS going to be on top of this one with great confidence all the same. Going to see a pretty tight scoreline between the second and third place teams there with Macquarie Onyx and the Monash Ballers. But, you know, that tight rain all continues to trickle down, doesn't it, Max?
Yeah, and again, if you want more proof on why that Adelaide win over Latrobe was as important as it was, they're tied in record now. But Adelaide, I guess, has the tiebreaker, and they also sort of won that match as well. So, like, I'm saying the tiebreaker in game differential. That's why their 4th, Latrobe is 5th. They got that win. So it's safe to say Adelaide should be that number 4 team. That was deserving of that Game 5 banger. And UTS atop of Macquarie Onyx still is bizarre to me. I'm curious how long that will last. But if UTS keeps winning, hey, it could go all season.
Yeah, it could go all season long, couldn't it? Absolutely love to see that, Max. And love to see all of the wonderful games that we got to cover here today and there beyond in future days of competition. But all the same, I want to say a big shout out to each and every one of our sponsors, everybody. A big shout out to AGON by AOC, the #1 gaming monitor brand in the world. AGON by AOC provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs.
Also, do remember to power up your game with Officeworks. When you need speed, control, and 0 distractions, Officeworks has got the tech. Discover gaming gear made to handle serious play.
That's it. Big shout out to them. And there's a big shout out to Indomie, the noodle partner. Made higher quality flour and selected ingredients and spices. A plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. So big shout out to each and every single one of our sponsors there. You know them, you love them, and we appreciate all their support. And if you want to support AEL, everybody, make sure you check out AU Esports League on all of our social medias there. That's X, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, you name it, we are on it. Make sure you check it out. And a quick update for our series, everybody. QUT did secure their victory. So big congratulations to them on securing that there. But an update for all of you as well. We are going to be having a player break upcoming next week. So we will be returning with our next broadcast on the 20th of May after the player break there. So definitely get excited for competition to return on the 20th of May. But Max, do you have any final statements for today?
Look, it's been a super exciting and fun Elite series so far. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be coming back after the break when that's happening. I'm going to be away. I won't come back to the Elite series, so it's just a temporary vacation, but I am heading out, Matt. I'm sorry. I'm leaving you for the rest of the first split, and good luck.
We'll miss you. We'll miss you. Best of luck in your endeavors there, Max, and very keen to have you back when you're back. But for now, everybody, thanks so much for tuning in to the games today. It's been a pleasure to bring you all the action alongside our formal, and we're very excited to see you again heading into the future. See you on the 20th of May, and don't say goodbye. Say until next time. Ciao for now.